Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's trivia time. Oh my goodness, I just noticed it says general knowledge trivia up there. It is not trivia knowledge today. Wrong, Grandma. It is more or less. I forgot to change that. Sorry. It is more or less night, and I have never played this before here, so this is different. Let me make sure that you can hear me. Yes, you can, and I see me. So far, so good. We are doing all right. I want to say welcome to everybody. Do not feel shy. I did not put. I've been busy. I've been chatting with my buddy Sue, and so I did not. I was harassing her about spending so much time at the pool, so I did not. I did not put this up. So let's put this up. Don't be shy. There is no stress. Just guess. There you go. Don't be shy, just stress. I mean, no stress, just guess. And y'all, if you do not know the answers to these questions, what do? We here on Grandma's house, we just guess. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Let me see if I can change this. I don't think I can. I was going to see. No, I cannot. It will not. It will not let me change it. And that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We all know. Plus, it's going to go away here in a minute. Well, hello to my buddy Andy. Yay! Andy is here. Love that you are here, Andy. Oh, and Donna is here showing me all her pink heart eyes, a smiley face. Hi again, laying in bed, and we'll play kinda feeling roughly. You said you were gonna take a nap. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Please rest. You can just listen. You can just listen, just lay there and say the answer out loud. We will be listening for you. Tonight is different. It's kind of like the true false thing where there's only two answers, so you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. It's more or less. So for an example, I've been using the example of the moon. Is the moon 5,000 miles away from the earth? Is that more or is that less? That's what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be fun. It's an easier trivia, and y'all know me. It's all random. Okay, I'll pull from everything. Don't be scared. I don't know if that's going to show up over there on YouTube. No, it doesn't. It just has the laughing face there. Don't be scared. It's all good. There'll be some easy questions and some hard questions. Grandma is tired. This is the second stream I've done today because I'm changing my schedule for summer. I'm going to be doing more Kahoot. I'm adding a Kahoot, so I'm doing it Friday at 7:15, and then I'm also doing Kahoot at 12:15 on Wednesdays. So on oh Lordy, see, I can't even think. on Tuesday, it's Wednesdays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm doing Wordle at 4 p.m. So I had Wordle today. That, if y'all haven't ever played Wordle, come play. Today we did Karen Read words. It was hilarious. It's fun. No atomic number questions. Only if it's more or less. No. No, there won't be any like extremely hard things. Don't worry, Andy. You will be fine. Um, Monday, y'all have to come. Monday night's trivia is going to be Karen Reed, the Karen Reed trial. Now, look, I know a lot of you have no clue who Karen Reed is. That's fine. You're not following the trial. You're like, what? What is the big deal? It doesn't matter if you know what the Karen Reed trial is or not. It doesn't matter. Come play. This trial is on the serious end. It's awful that it's even happening. It shouldn't even be happening. There should not be a trial. This poor woman has been put through the ringer over what I personally think is nothing. And if you watch the trial, everybody else is in agreement. Um, will she end up being guilty or not guilty? I will say the majority of everybody says she is not guilty and she should not be even there. But there is a cover up. And that is why we are doing this, because it is so crazy, crazy, crazy trial. And that is the only reason why Grandma is doing trivia on this trial, because of the craziness. So we're going to have the crazy stuff. All right. But tonight we are having all across the board. It's all random. It is general knowledge trivia, but it's in more or less instead of having 4 answers. All right, so for those of you who have never played here before, welcome, welcome, welcome. To those of you who have been here before, so glad you have come back to hang out with this crazy old woman. I appreciate it. The way we play the game is very simple. I am going to read the questions. Hopefully, I will be able to read and be able to speak. Since this is my second stream today, we do not know, because I struggle on only having one stream. So anyway, I will read the question, and then the answer is either going to be more or less. So you're going to either type in 1 or 2 in the chat. Now, if you are here on the replay, welcome to all of you. Just treat this like any other game show on television. Just say the answer out loud and you can try and beat the chat. Now, if you are here live, we are playing for leaderboard points. If you get the answer right, you want to get it in right and quickly, because in case of a tie, which Andy knows about that, in case of a tie, the person who gets it in first gets it in the fastest gets up ahead. So Andy came in first on Star Trek, and Wolfkinder came in second. They had the same exact numbers right. They both had 29 right, but Andy was a little bit faster, so he got first, and Wolfkinder came in second. So that does play a part of how you adjust on the board. So tonight, like I said, is either more or less. Just put in 1 or 2. And so we have a quiet chat tonight. There are a lot of things going on for the summertime. So if you cannot make it here live, which again, I would love for you to be here. If you can't, watching and playing on, let me get down here in this little box, playing on the replay is wonderful. Put in the comments how many you got right. And if you see mistakes, which Grandma makes, if you see mistakes, please let me know. There is Nick Bell, my buddy Nick, who was singing SpongeBob to me earlier today. Glad to see you, Nick. Donna says, okay, Andy, it's on. Donna is coming after you, Andy. The battle to the death. Y'all, let me change this. I meant to put it on this one, because that way Well, I don't know. It'll cover me up. It doesn't matter. All right. In terms of what has been on Earth longer, are sharks more or less than old trees? I don't know why that didn't go around. In terms of what has been on Earth longer, are sharks more or less than old trees? Is it one more or two less? Earth, what uh, in terms of what has been longer on Earth, has it been sharks are older than trees, more or less? Hello, hello. Scott is here. And he's saying, hey, Scott. Hi. Hey, everybody. It's more. Oh, Scott got it right. In terms of what has been on Earth longer, are sharks are more. They are older than trees. Sharks are older than trees. Good job. All right, y'all kind of see how this works. I know this is a little different. Good job, Scott. Scott is on it. Scott, I have been so busy. I have been listening to y'all stuff on replay. But I'm there. Okay. Are there more or less US states beginning with the letter M than beginning with the letter N? More or less. And we have had this in previous trivia. So if you have been around and you have been listening to Grandma, you will know the answer to this question. Are there more or less letters M than N? Oh, you are welcome. I listened to Warm Storm and you the other night. I was listening to you. You weren't live there, but I am listening and clicking like. So y'all go click like, do all the YouTube things. You need to like, subscribe if you haven't. Click the share button, share to all your friends, or don't. Just click it. I don't care. Just click the buttons. So there are less M's than N's with state names. You got all like the New Hampshire, New York, all of that. So there you go. Very good. Very good. I love it. Yes, and for those of you watching, please go check out Controversial Cruising. Oh, I love their channel. Love his channel. Love that whole group. Love it. All right. Is the right lung of a human more or less large than the left one? Is the right more or less large than the left lung? More or less. One more, two less. One more or two less. One is bigger than the other. Which one is bigger? This is going to take a little bit of getting used to of how you use your brain to think of the question. I know it is one or the other. Oh my gosh, Donna. You're right. It is more. The right lung is more. It's larger than the left lung. Very good. Oh, Scott. I need the want want. I've got all this stuff. I need to get my sound effects. Yep, I need a drum. I need a drum roll, and I need the want want. The heart, you mean the heart. The heart is on the left, taking up space. All right, what Maracaibo Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela receives the most lightning strikes on Earth. On average, do they have more or less than 100 nights of thunderstorms? Oh, my travelers here. You should know this, Scott. Is it more or less? More or less than 100 thunderstorms, nights of thunderstorms. Is it more or less? And if y'all don't know, just guess. It does not matter. It does not matter. We learn. This is how we learn. More or less. Okay, what did you say? Grandma, do you make good cookies? That's a grandma thing. And I feel like you would make some good cookies. I do make really good cookies. I just do not eat them. Okay, there are more than 100 nights of thunderstorms. There are more. Can you imagine a more than 100 nights of thunderstorms? Oh, the poor dogs would be going crazy. Lori made a fresh cranberry muffins today, Scott. Come on over. Oh, yum. Yum, I don't eat those either. All right, as of Scott can have all mine. As of 2024, Nicki Minaj has won more or less than 2 Grammy Awards. How many Grammy Awards has she won? Is it more or less than 2? Nicki Minaj. More or less? More or less than 2 Grammy Awards. Controversial. Yum, on my way. Scott's coming. He's coming. He's on the way. That's right. Guess. Just guess. we guess here. Who the heck is Nicki Minaj? Mickey. Oh, I spelled it wrong. See, Grandma and her typos. It's going to happen. It's Minaj. Minaj. Is that how you spell it? Minaj. I don't even know. Nicki Minaj has less than 2 Grammy Awards. Nicki Minaj doesn't have any. She's been nominated. Oh, y'all are funny. Did I spell that wrong? See, I don't even know. Y'all got me so messed up. Minaj. I don't know. Do car airbags kill more or less than 1 person every 10 that they save? Do car airbags kill more or less than 1 person in every 10 that they save? Is that 1 more or 2 less? How many do they kill? I mean, they can't save everything, and sometimes car bags can be bad. So, how many do they kill? More or less than every 10 that they save? My milkshake brings all the all the girls to the Oh, Andy, I bet they do. I bet they do. I bet your yard is full of them. That's just creepy. Scott's got a whole yard full. It's less. Car bags kill less than 1 person in every 10 that they save. So, see, it's helpful. Yep. Scott is a cutie now. Y'all, this is Grandma saying Scott's a cutie. He's got all the girls in the yard. Did the U.S. have more or less than 49 states in 1945? So, 1945, how many U.S. states were there? Were there more or less than 49 states in 1945? Oh, wait, that wasn't Nicki Minaj. That wasn't Nicki Minaj. Is it more or less? Y'all, how many states? How many states were there in 1945? Let's get out of Scott's yard. There's nobody. When it comes, Scott says, "Well, hey, thanks, Grandma, but I got no one in my yard." Well, I'm sending them there. Y'all go to Scott's yard. Go hang out. It's a good place to be. Grandma's house is Scott's yard. It's less. There were less than 49 states in 1945. Less than. Most of you got it right. Andy, man, we were alive then, don't you know? Andy and I were alive in 1945. We should know the answer to this. Are there more or less than 50 muscles in the human face? More or less than 50? One more, two less. How many muscles are in the human face? More or less than 50? Oh my goodness. I just remembered I didn't say hello to everybody. I got carried away. All right, we had hello to Scott, hello to Donna, hello to Andy, hello Trident, hello Wild Rose, the Burger King. Oh, you haven't been here in a while. Um, I gotta make sure that I more or less than 50 muscles in the human face. Who else is here? The Burger King. Burger King, you haven't been here in a while. Oh, and where am I? You just showed up. Where am I? Hello. You're right here at Grandma's house. There are less than 50 muscles in the human face. I can understand why you would think more. And honestly, Grandma's brain is not working right now. I do know the answer to that question. But since Grandma's brain isn't working, you can Google it and find out how many muscles there are in the human face. All right. Is the magnitude of the largest ever recorded earthquake more or less than 9 on the Richter scale? So the largest ever recorded earthquake, is it more or less than 9 on the Richter scale? How many? I mean, is it one more or two less? One more or two less than 9? If we do not know, we guess. Richter scale, was it more or less than 9 recorded? We don't know about those that aren't recorded. Now they're all recorded. But can you imagine? Oh my gosh, the destruction. More or less. And I don't have notes on this one. Sometimes I can have notes. I don't have the notes on this one to tell me. It's more. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Hold on. I was thinking I did. I might. Where is it? I might have them. Let's see. I was too busy talking to Sue and I lost track of time. So now I'm not prepared. Oh, I do. I have answers. All right. Was Celine Dion more or less than 60 on March 30th, 2023? March 30th, 2023. Was she more or less than 60? More or less than 60. One more, two less than 60. I'm going to put my eyeballs on because I can't see. Let's see. Let me find myself. Where are we? This is I like being able to give y'all stats. I love stats. All right, let's see. Okay, the largest magnitude earthquake was 9.5 on the Richter scale, recorded in Chile in May of 1960. All right, Celine Dion is less than 60 on March 30th. She turned 55. She turned 55. All right. Now that Grandma's got her brain back. Oh, and that the Nicki Minaj one, she was nominated 10 times. She was nominated 10 times, but hasn't won anything. I'll go back and read this to you in a second. All right. Does it take more or less than 300 seconds for sunlight to reach Earth? One more or two less? More? How does it take 300 seconds more or less for sunlight to reach the Earth? More, one more, or two less? Does it take 300 seconds for the sun to reach Earth? Oh, hello, Ashley Moore. Welcome. I just see that you popped in. Welcome. So glad you're here. We are playing more or less. More or less. We are more or less playing more or less. So let's see. It takes 492 seconds for sunlight to reach the Earth. It is more than 300 seconds. Good job, Andy. Andy, you know I'm going to harass you. I'll find it. I got to find out where I am on my note cards here. All right. Did the longest recorded lightning bolt span more or less than two U.S. states? The longest recorded lightning bolt, did it span more or less than 2 United States? One more, two less. That is a massive, massive lightning bolt. Did it happen? Was it more than 2 states or was it less than 2 states? The longest recorded lightning bolt. Holy cow. The longest recorded lightning bolt. Was it more or less than 2 states? All right. The longest. I think all of y'all are in. Yep. It's more. An almost 500-mile long lightning bolt crossed 3 U.S. states. It was 477 miles long and spanned Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Dang. Yes, well, that's it. So Louisiana, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. It went over all of them. 477 miles long. See, I'm glad I have my cards. Would it take a bolt of lightning more or less than 10 minutes to travel from Earth to the moon? More or less than 10 minutes? 10 minutes. How long does it take a lightning bolt to travel from Earth to the moon? Is it more or less than 10 minutes? I know, Donna. Donna's like, wowzer. That's why when I was looking at it, I was like, oh. And y'all, I have done these things. Now, I will say I did this a month ago, but if I did it today, I wouldn't remember because grandma's short-term memory loss. I don't remember these things. So, a bolt of lightning from the Earth to the moon. How long does it take? It would take about 55 minutes, a lightning bolt to travel to the moon. They travel at 270,000 miles per hour. So it would be more. It takes 55 minutes, not 10. So 10's a little quicker. A little bit quicker. More or less. So you can say more or less, and more or less. All right. Can camels store more or less than 60 pounds of fat in their humps? I might be a camel. No, more or less than 60 pounds. Can a camel carry or store more or less than 60 pounds of fat in their humps? 60 pounds of fat. We have talked about this in previous trivias too. So, see, the more you come and play at grandma's house, you learn these things. More or less than 60 pounds of fat in their humps. If you have ever seen a picture of a camel where they have used all the fat, it literally flops over. It literally is like laying over. So when you see their humps full, or up, that they are full of fat. All right, 60 pounds. It's more. Uh, to compact, I can't remember. They can store up to 80 pounds of fat for which they might need them. 80 pounds. They can store up to 80 pounds of fat in their humps. That's a lot. That's me. I got more than that. As of May 2024, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has more or less followers on Instagram than Kim Kardashian. Does The Rock have more or less than Kim on Instagram? More or less followers. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Fine specimen that man is. Does he have more or less than K? KK. That's right. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? That man can come cook anything he wants in my house at any time. I am fine with it. And he is hilarious too. More. The Rock has more. The Rock, and I checked it. As of 2024, The Rock has 392 million followers versus Kim, who has 364 million. So he's got, a lot more. Yeah, way to go, Rock. All right. In ancient Greece, the first democracy, could more or less than 30% of the population vote? So in ancient Greece, which is our first democracy, could more or less than 30% of the population vote? He says, I smell something. More or less of the population of ancient Greece, could they vote? More or less than 30%. Ashley, do you see what you came into? Oh my goodness. Ancient Greece. Less. Only 12% of the population could vote. Slaves, women, children, and foreigners could not vote. So 12% could vote, not 30 or more. Very good. If it's a tuna, and it's it's Scott because he had tuna for lunch. Ooh. Is tuna stinks. Is more or less than 30% of the population of Nigeria or Niger under the age of 15? Is more or less than 30%. I see the hearts. Niger under the age of 15. More or less. And if we don't know, Ashley, so you came in a little bit later. If you don't know here at Grandma's house, we just guess. We just guess. It doesn't matter. None of us know all of it. I can't even tell you how many trivias. I have never once, ever once gotten somebody to get all 35 questions right. So more, more, more in what else like night there is 49.8% of the population um was under. What? More or less. Hold on. Am I looking at the wrong thing? More or less in 2000, the population was age 15 or under. My bad, or under 15 or under. It was 49%. All right. Does a magnet have a more or less than one pole? Does a magnet have more or less than one pole? Oh, y'all should get this one right. This is an easy one. A magnet, does it have more or less than one pole? I was trying to remember when their last war ended. Yeah. And I can't read, so I got all lots of orphans. Yes. Hey, Ash is here. Yay, Ash. Donna, north or south? It's okay. You're not that late. You're only 36 minutes late, but I'll give you a 10-minute thing. It's more. Oh, look, all of you got it right. You got it right. It's got more than one pole. It's got two. And Scott, my new friend Scott, Ash, you would like Scott. Um, Scott and Donna says hello. Scott is my new friend from the cruising community. Andy is too. Pound for pound is the eagle more or less strong than a gorilla? Pound for pound, okay? Pound for pound, is an eagle more or less strong than a gorilla? More or less. And just guess if we do not know. Oh, you met the other night. All right. I can't ever remember. I don't know when everybody has met, y'all. Ash, I've known Ash for a long time. I love it when all the communities come together. It's a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing. Um, so the other one said every magnet has two poles, north and south, but we already knew that. So pound for pound, is an eagle more or less strong than a gorilla? Less. Less. An eagle is the strongest bird, able to lift about 4 times its own body weight during flight, but a gorilla can lift 10 times their own body weight. So pound for pound, the gorilla is still stronger. Here, I put I put one without reading the question. That's okay. I don't care. Just answer. As of May 2024, Beyonce has more or less followers on Instagram than Ariana Grande. Oh, so now we got Beyonce versus Ariana. Which one has more? Beyonce has more or less followers than Ariana. One more, two less. Queen Bee versus Ariana Grande. What did Andy say? I'm with you, but hey, we need to know these things, Andy. Don't listen or care either. I don't either. Now, I will say I like Ariana better than Beyonce. So there you go. Less. So Beyonce has less. Ariana. Okay, so Ariana. Oh, uh, Queen Bee has 319 million, and Ariana has 380 million as of right now, which I'm happy about. Happy about that. All right. It took Sir Francis Drake 5 years to complete the circumnavigation of the globe, more or less. So, how long did it take Sir Francis Drake to go around the globe? Was it more or less than 5 years? More or less than 5 years for Sir Francis Drake to go all the way around the globe. One more, two less. Sir Francis Drake, 5 years to complete the first circumnavigation of the globe. Was it more or less than 5 years? We don't talk like that down here in the States. It took a fortnight. Less. Oh my gosh. All of y'all thought it was more than 5 years. No, he completed in 1580, and it only took him 3 years to completely go around the globe. 3 years. He was huffing it, wasn't he? I am disappointed in my cruising, guys. Y'all should know this. How long does it take? It depends on which cruise ship you're on, right? Does California border more or less states than the number of countries which border the Black Sea? More or less than countries that border the Black Sea? California. Is it one more or two less? So you have to know how many countries border the Black Sea. And then is it more or less? It's California, more or less. Wasn't there not that old? Thought it was 7. You thought it was 7 years to get around? No, it was only 3. It was only 3. It's okay, Andy. I was there. I know. I am that old. All right, so it's less. It's less. California borders 3 states, while the Black Sea borders 6 countries. So there you go. California borders less than the Black Sea. Hello, John. More or fewer. John was our big Wordle winner today, and he guessed the last word. Congratulations, John Gary. If the polar ice sheets melted, would sea levels rise more or less than 16 feet, which is 4.8 meters? Would they melt when they melt, would they rise more or less than 16 feet? More or less. One more or two less. How many feet would it rise if they all melted? If the polar ice sheets melted. Hello. I love to see you here, John. We missed you for a while. You were MIA. I'm glad you're back. They needed you. They needed you today. You got to keep competing so you can win the monthly tournament. It's more. It's more. It's estimated that sea levels would rise around 26 feet or 8 meters if they melted. Yes. Oh, that's a lot. So sea levels would rise around 26 feet or 8 meters. Hey, hi. John says hi to Donna. The smallest the smallest known bird is the bee hummingbird. They are the cutest things. Is it more or less than 1.5 inches long? The smallest bird, which is the bee hummingbird, is it more or less than 1.5 inches long? The bee hummingbird. They are so adorable. I have a lot of hummingbirds that come to my yard every year, tons of them. But I can't say that I've ever seen one because they are so tiny. I could have had them. I just don't know. Um, I do see the regular ones though, quite often, a lot. They love my yard. More. It's more. All right. So it is 2.24 inches long. The bee hummingbird is 2.24 inches long. That's still tiny. They are cute. I've seen pictures. I was like, oh my gosh, how adorable. I would love to see one of them in my yard. I don't think that you have to do anything special to get them. I think they just come like with all the rest of them. As of 2024, has Drake had more or less number one singles in the US than Katy Perry? So now we're doing Drake versus Katy Perry. Number one singles in the US. Has Drake had more or less number one singles than Katy Perry? Drake. Is it more or less? Has he had more or less than Katy Perry? They're both big, but who has had more? Drake? Wild guess. Hey, we like the wild guesses around here. And Ashinator is so good at the guesses. Oh my gosh. So good at guesses. I swear you've got Clumsy's tarot cards with you. All right. Let's see. He has more. And I have checked and updated. He has 13 number one US hits as of now, and Katy Perry has only had 9. So Drake has had 13 US hits, number one hits, and Katy Perry has had 9. So it's more. Good job. And look at Ash got it in quick. She guessed and she got it right. She got it first and she got it right. All right. The tallest man ever was more or less than 8 feet 6 inches, which is 2.6 meters. More or less than 8 feet 6 inches. And this is another one that if you have been playing Grandma's Trivia, you would know the answer to this. The tallest man ever, more or less than 8 feet 6 inches. I've dated some tall men, but never one that tall. I am proud to admit you cannot name any of them. Hey, Katy Perry, Drake, Beyonce, Ariana. We don't even talk about the K one. Kardashian. That family. Ugh, I can't stand them. All right, it's more. So the tallest, Robert Pershing Wadlow from Illinois, was 8 feet 11 inches tall, which is 2.7 meters. Robert Pershing Wadlow from Illinois. Yes, that's tall. 8 feet 11 inches. Yeah, see, there you go. Ash knows these things. Is the land area of the UK more or less than that of the state of Texas? The land of the UK, is it more or less than the state of Texas? More or less? UK versus Texas. UK versus Texas. If you don't know, guess. The UK versus Texas. More or less than? Is the UK bigger or smaller? Ash. Ash messed up. Ah, you jumped the gun. It's less. It is. It is less. It is. The UK, this blows my mind right here. The UK is 2.8 times smaller than Texas. 2.8 times smaller. That's what blows my mind. Not that it is smaller, but that it is 2.8 times smaller than Texas. You don't think of that. You think of the UK being bigger. But there you go. Are there more or less than 500 megabytes in 1 terabyte? So all you computer nerds out there, is it more or less than 500,000 megabytes in 1 terabyte? If you do not know, guess. Because I wouldn't have known this. This is not something that grandma would have known at all. No clue. I would not have known at all. Are there more or less than 500,000 megabytes in 1 terabyte? Oh, did I just put this down? No, I didn't. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, gotta get all my stuff. More. It's more. 1 terabyte is equal to 1 million megabytes. 1 million megabytes is a terabyte. And I remember when I used to think, oh my gosh, a terabyte, that's so big. Now, I can't even tell you because of all of the information and stuff that I have. I have so many external hard drives that are like terabytes, 2 terabytes. The biggest thing is y'all, this is crazy. This right here is 5 terabytes. That teeny tiny little thing. Yes, I've got it. Way more. Oh, and now just things are popping up on my screen. The UK is a glorified country. Yes. Okay. Does a scallop have more or less eyes than an octopus? More or less eyes than an octopus. So 1 more or 2 less. A scallop. Just think about that. We're eating them. More or less. Scallop potatoes. Not scallop potatoes. Scallops. Scallops. It has more. It has more. A scallop has, oh, this is creepy. A scallop has 200 tiny eyes, which each contain little mirrors. An octopus has 2 eyes. 200 teeny tiny little eyes. And we eat those things. And they have little mirrors. That's just creepy. And maybe in carnivore, I can eat them. That's something I can eat. All right. Al Pacino has been married once. More or less. How many times has Al Pacino been married? More than once or less than once? How many times has Al Pacino been married? More than once or less than once? Al Pacino has been married once, more or less. I had no idea what a scallop is. It's seafood. It's seafood. Just think of seafood. Scallops are really good. They are. They're really good. A lot of butter. Yum. He's been around the block. No, he's never been married. Zero. Zero. Al Pacino has never been married. So it's less, way less than zero, zero, zero times. I know. We get Trident, the Burger King, and Where Am I? The only ones that got it right. All right. Does the Pacific Ocean cover more or less than of the world's surface? Does the Pacific Ocean cover more or less than 20% of the world's surface? More or less? It's probably. Oh, Ash, yes. He's made he has made his rounds. He just was smart and didn't get married. I can't say that. I would love to be married, but I am not. Not anymore. I haven't been married in a long time. I've been single for a very, very long time. So, does the Pacific Ocean cover more or less than 20% of the world's surface? More or less than. Oh, okay. Pacific Ocean. More. Let me get my stuff. The Pacific Ocean covers around 1/3 of the total surface of the world. 1/3. So the Pacific Ocean covers 1/3 of the surface. So more than 20%. More than 20%. Does Australia have more or less McDonald's restaurants than Japan? More or less than Japan, Australia, McDonald's. Who has more? Who has more, Australia or Japan? And this again is another one. If you have been in grandma's trivias, you would know the answer to this question. Does Australia have more or less McDonald's than Japan? Y'all are doing really good, though. I am impressed. I love smart people. Even if you're guessing, you're making good guesses. Educational guesses. More or less. I'm actually surprised my daughter isn't playing tonight. Less. Less. Australia has less. Japan has the most McDonald's. Japan has almost 3,000 McDonald's branches compared to only 1,000 in Australia. So take out the United States, Japan has the most McDonald's of any other country besides the US. And so they have 3,000. All right. Does a square-based pyramid have more or less than 9 edges? A square-based pyramid, does it have more or less than 9 edges? More or less. Edges. A square-based pyramid. Does it have more or less than 9 edges? Oh, a square-based pyramid. I'm making y'all think. We're pulling in some geography. Geometry, not geography. We've had that too. We're doing geometry right now. Less. Oh, Scott, you and the Burger King. Nope. A square-based pyramid has 8 edges. Think about that. You have to think a square. We've got even, so it wouldn't have been 9. Even numbers. Geometry. You failed geometry. Just kidding. It doesn't matter. You know what a square looks like. Even. That's if you had thought about even. That's all right. The survival rate of a sea turtle hatching more or less than 0.05%. The survival rate of a sea turtle hatching is more or less than 0.5%. Our poor little sea turtles. Is it more or less than 0.05%? Oh, it's not supposed to be that. Oh, well, I did it wrong. It's going to show up wrong. Um, it's not supposed to be 0.05. It's supposed to be 0.5. So more is correct. More is correct, y'all. Okay. So, that's a typo for me. Um, Once in the water, hatchlings are consumed by seabirds and fish. Few survive adulthood with the estimate of a 0.1% survival rate. So 0.1% survival rate is more than that. So that one is incorrect. So we have to dismiss that one. So y'all got it right. You get a point. Yes. Did the movie Avatar gross more or less worldwide than Titanic? I apologize for that. It happens. Grandma's brain doesn't work. Did the movie Avatar gross more or less than worldwide than Titanic? Who got more, Avatar or Titanic? Who grossed more, Avatar or Titanic? Titanic. Titanic. I can see you, Andy. I can see you standing up there in the front of the ship. Ah, with your arms spread out and your love there. I'm the king of the world. Please, I hope you and Scott have never done that. More. Avatar grossed more than the Titanic. Oh, sorry, the Burger King. No. You Now that's a tricky question because the Titanic is very well known, but Avatar was popular when it first came out. Correct. Both directed by James Cameron. Avatar grossed 2.8 billion, while Titanic grossed only 2.2 million. And that was the last question. The winner is Wild Rose. Yay! Wild Rose got 23. Donna got 21. Trident got 20. Good job, y'all. Andy, you got 18. Ashley came in late and got 17. Where am I? Got 15. I don't know what Scott was doing. He got 14. I'm just messing, Scott. I don't care. Ash, she got 13. We have to give her a point though. We'll give you 2 points. Scott, I'm sure I have to give you some too. The Burger King 12 and John Gary came in way late, but I'm so happy that he showed up because we've missed him. He's been MIA. So it is Burger King. Burger King, you've been MIA too. So congratulations to all of you. I am so happy. Let's see. What did you say? The inflation of box office tickets. Yes. Um, Way to go, Wild Rose. I know. Wild Rose hasn't been here in a while either. Good going. Good game, all. Congratulations, Wild Rose. I think Scott is drinking. Probably. Probably. Ash is throwing out her purple hearts. Y'all, that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know that was a little different. I can take my eyes off now that I'm not having to read those these words. Oh, wait a minute. I was gonna go back. Hold on to the first one. Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. So those first ones where I didn't give you the info because I forgot that I had them. Um, in terms of what was has been on Earth longer, sharks are at least 400 million years old. Trees only around 350 million years old. There are 8 U.S. states beginning with M and only 13 and 13 countries. Uh, it's supposed to be states with N. Um, all right. The human lungs are not equal size. The right lung is shorter because the liver sits under the rib cage, and but it is broader than the left. Massive thunderstorms occur 140 to 160 nights per year in Venezuela. That thing. And then I already told you Beyonce was nominated for 10, but did not get any Grammys. So that catches you up on all those things that I forgot because I forgot that I had the info. I like it when I can give you the info. A lot of times I don't have the information that sitting in front of me because I do it on the computer or whatever. But those were awful cards. So anyway, um, the music question got you. Yeah. Well, I do different stuff, and I do get these I do a a lot of things that now I get them that are pre-done. Some things I have to come up with myself, but like this is a game that I am literally getting the questions from this thing. So I'm going by their info. Now the stuff like Instagram and all that, I do check it and update it so that it's a current thing from what it is now. If the information that these things are giving me are out of date, I wouldn't have known that either. The Rock now, yeah, Grandma likes The Rock. I mostly likely would have gotten more correct if you had made it on time. You are correct. You know, you need to tell your boss that grandma is playing and you need to be here. I'll write you a note. Grandma has trivia. I gotta go. I gotta go. Sharks, they only bite when you touch. Only those who have seen 50 First Dates would get that. I love I love that movie. That movie is so fun. Oh, that movie is hilarious. I love it. 50 First Dates. Over and over and over again. I feel like that sometimes. That was a lot of fun. Andy, I am so happy that you are popping up here and coming and playing my silly games. I really appreciate that. Um, Tomorrow night at 7:15 Eastern, I'm doing Kahoot. It's with my younger crowd, but like Ash comes in. Ash has played with her husband, Andy. I know you have. Um, Come play. It's super fun. I played yesterday afternoon, and that was new. I haven't done it earlier. School is getting out, so I'm going to start doing that more. I'm changing my schedule. So, not with these, not with the night stuff, but I'm going to be changing Wordle Saturday at 1 to Wordle Thursday at 4. I'm also going to be adding words on stream. I'm going to be doing a set time for that. And then we're going to migrate words on stream that specific time over to my ASMR channel. That way we don't have to worry about children. So you can be more open and not worry about language and all that stuff. But I'll do that later. So Ash, oh, you'll tell him tomorrow. Okay, good, good. I love it when y'all come in. It does make things. I know they don't know that they're adults playing. I know though. I know when the adults pop in. The younger ones don't though. But it's super fun. Thanks, Grandma. Take care. Donna, feel better. Okay. I'm so glad you came. Hopefully, this was a nice, relaxing time. But please feel better. We're thinking about you. Um, Grandma, yes. I was gonna do it on my After Dark channel, but I decided not to do it on After Dark because I mean, I only have 21 subscribers on that one, and I don't do that one at all. But so I'm going to do it on my ASMR channel later. But I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it doing, because I do the 24/7 thing, but I'm going to have specific times so that we can actually have a group of people come in, because it's more fun when a group plays. So I will do that. I will schedule that out. I have it in my brain, but I can't access that because I'm buffering right now. But I'm going to do it. We'll get the group going on Grandma's channel. And then once we get going and people are playing, then I'll move. We'll have the same thing, but I'll just do it on the ASMR channel. That way, y'all can, it doesn't have to be censored. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. I do have, I am very protective over this channel. But if y'all know me, you know me. If you know me, you know me. All right, and Ash knows me. So anyway, but I'll do that. It'll be super fun. So Andy, you'll have to come play with that too. All these games, it doesn't matter. I don't care how old you are. I don't, the younger crowd comes into the older crowd. I love when they go into the with the younger. I love that. I am very protective over language and what we talk about, but that's why we'll start doing words on stream. Words on stream, I think some people call it words with friends. Um, well, there's some other names for it, but it's the unscramble thing that I do. I'm going to start that. And then once we get our core group started, I will move that over to ASMR. And that way y'all can. Now, I'm not going to be able to play it. So it'll just be on the screen, and chat can do it. But because I've got too many things, like this is my second stream today. So Grandma's brain, I can't do so much. Plus the fact I have to do all this stuff. I have to get everything together. I have to type it in. All right. So Monday, y'all, Monday, big Karen Reed trial. I talked about this at the beginning. Karen Reed trial trivia. It is going to be hilarious. It's going to be fun. It's crazy. It's a sad thing that it's even happening, but you do not have to follow the trial. You do not have to know anything about Karen Reed. Just come and play. You can guess at the answers, because most people are, if you're not following it and just kind of know about it, you'll have to guess anyway. But it's going to be super fun. I am having my community, people from my chat and stuff, to give me the questions and the answers. So if y'all have any questions, like trivia questions that you want to put into the Karen Reed trivia, just send them. Either email me. You can email me through grandma's gifts, the number 4 letter u.com. You can go through the contact there and email me through that. You can email me at gmaz gifts, the number 4 letter u at gmail, or you can DM me. Don't put it in the regular thing. DM me on Discord. And I need the question, the correct answer, and 3 random wrong answers. And I'm going to take everybody's stuff and put it together. And even if just because you give me the questions and stuff does not mean you can't play it, because I'm taking from everybody and I'm putting it all together. And so there will be people that are giving answers, contributing. There'll be enough that you can still play. So anyway, that will be, I can't wait for that one. That'll be a lot of fun. So y'all, thank you so much for coming and spending this time with me. You truly, truly make my day. I love it so very much when I see y'all pop up in the chat, or you tell me you watched whatever. It just makes me happy. So make sure you click the like button. All right. Click the like. Just it doesn't matter to me, seriously. It doesn't matter if you click like, dislike, whatever. Just go click some buttons for grandma and tell all your friends that you need to come and play these games because it's super fun. And I will be putting Wild Rose gets 3 tickets, Donna gets 2 tickets, and Trident gets 1 ticket for the drawing at the end of the month. All right, guys, my brain is dead. I would love to stay and talk, but I am out of here. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Come play Kahoot tomorrow if you can. And if not, I will see y'all next time. All right. Love you guys. Mwah.